Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. Here are my thrift store finds for the past couple weeks. First of all, technically this is not a thrift store find. These spoons I got off of Facebook Marketplace, only 10 bucks. They didn't say it was sterling or anything, but just by the look at the quality. See that enameling on top? That's like called gouache enameling or something like that. Some fancy French technique, I believe. But the color, it just totally looks like silver. And I did ask for a better picture before I bought it. And it says right here, STG, short for sterling, SIL, silver, sterling silver. So, I mean, they're not very heavy, but let's pull out the old scale. And it's 8 grams a piece. Actually, sorry, 5 spoons. 5 spoons, 8 grams, 40, was that 40 grams each? I mean 40 grams for the whole thing. Yeah, so 40 grams of sterling. So that's probably like 50 bucks and a bit. So not bad. 5 times my money. And it wasn't too far away, the pickup. And it's a pretty set. Next, I got this from thrifting. I saw this in a display case at a little thrift store. And I thought, oh, 60 bucks, that's a little pricey. But I asked to look at it and they had the certificate. And luckily there is some Chinese characters that the Koreans still use. So I understand that to be so like guarantee certificate. I think it's Bo Jing Shu. And that, I mean, it takes me forever to sort of spell it out because I did learn their, like a entry-level Korean class before, or long time ago. This is the thing, it says 800. So we're talking about 800, like 80% silver, 280 grams. So why would a silver plated set have a certificate and saying the weight? Well, obviously this weight is incorrect. And I think when I spell this out, it is translated or transliterated to sound like the word spoon, I believe. I could be off. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So this probably went with another set, and the person donating it just threw it into the box. So there was probably a set of spoons that were related to this. But this is a nice Korean set, usually used as gifts, like a wedding gift or something. So looking up, look at that, there's like some sort of cloisonne or enameling here. Very nice. And I'm very familiar with these kind of items. I've bought some before, and they're always marked. So also they use Chinese. The first 2 characters, it's new something. I think it's some sort of company name or silversmith. That character, the 3rd character, means silver, and 800. So 80% silver. And yeah, even though the set was a bit on the pricey side, I'll just weigh it out. This set actually has 6 pieces. For some reason, I was thinking the opposite, like when I was looking at this stuff. But when you weigh it, 23 grams. Well, 22, 23, 20. Yeah, 22 and a bit probably. So going by market spot silver price, I paid 60. I think it's worth 160. So I do get more than double my money, which is nice. Cheap silver, I'll never say no to that. And I picked up this box with this box the other day. Pretty cool. This is antique. It's called a shagreen box. So basically this is ray skin. Yeah, ray skin. So like the same material the handles of the those samurai katanas are adorned with. Very rough material. And I believe this is elephant bone. So this is antique. This is like from the 1920s. From my research. It has brass hinges. Made in England. So I only paid $4 for this. It was sort of odd enough. I knew it has some sort of value. Just you don't see it like every day. Very nice, very pretty. And this box is not as old. And it cost me, I believe, $6.99. So I did have a coupon, 20% off coupon, so that helped. So press this, and it's Cartier. And this would have held a bracelet and a special screwdriver because it's called the Love Bracelet. So basically there's two built-in screws that you need a second person to put on or take off your bracelet. Of course, there's little add-ons that you don't have to use or have another person help you. But that was their gimmick for that design. So the bracelet would, or bangle would come apart in two pieces, and it's held in place by those two screws. But yeah, I think this is good for resale. Pretty cool. Someone might have the bracelet, but not the box. So they would definitely pay probably like $100 Canadian. This is probably $100 Canadian as well. I think originally the bracelet would have been like, I don't know, $8,000 or $9,000 Canadian. It was, I believe, an 18 karat gold bracelet that this originally housed. This decanter, heavy cut crystal decanter, was only, I believe it was only like $10. So I thought this is, and it was in decent condition. So I thought that, this would be a decent flip. Actually, come to think of it, probably was under $10, probably like $6 or $7. So you can't go wrong. Crystal is always pretty nice, to flip. And also went to, the same place I went to buy this, I went back on another occasion, and I was thinking, maybe I could find that spoon set this time. But no, wasn't that lucky. But I guess I paid more attention to the glass aisle this time. And I found these two items. This is crystal, that's glass. They listed, actually, there's a label underneath. It basically says, this was $2.50. And it said large tinted purple jar. But I did a Google search, and it's not tinted. It was, basically it's an antique like general store candy jar. So it's probably, I would say, at least from the 1920s or 30s, maybe even older, but it had manganese in the glass back then in order to make it clear glass. Like if you didn't put it in, it'd be like a greenish glass. So originally this would have looked like clear, no tint at all. But I guess over the decades, if this was placed in sunlight, the UV light would actually affect, I guess, the molecules and turn it purple. So always look for purple glass, really cool stuff. And also I saw like there's a lot of little air bubbles. So definitely a sign of old glass. Let's see, look at the bottom. So here's the label. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's missing its top, but it was probably missing a long time ago. So this is something I would probably resell. I don't know, I think it's worth at least 50 bucks. But yeah, pretty good for $2.50. And this, I looked at it and I thought, these elements on the bottom, it looks like art glass. Like, looks very familiar. And I was thinking, looks a lot like Steuben art glass. So I have a few pieces like that already, not of this design, but very similar, handmade. And I don't know, it's handmade, hand blown. But this was $5, and yeah, it's called a dish. Yeah. And I was looking all over, where is the mark? And I didn't really want to peel the sticker because I was thinking, how can they miss a mark on the bottom? And why would they cover it up? And why would it be exactly the same size as that sticker? So I was thinking, could it be just like a copy, a knockoff version? But no, I mean, the Google search, it looked exactly the same. And basically, this is like a $50 bill. So I brought it to a window and looked at it at all angles through sunlight. And actually, here's the trick. There is a signature. I'll just blow it up a bit. You see right here, it's etched in the glass. It is exactly the size of that price sticker. So it says Steuben in, well, etched in there like a signature. But it's in reverse, of course, because it was done on, on the bottom, not the top. So at first it just looks like a wrinkle in the label, but when you just do it at the right angle, you can actually read the signature. See, Steuben backwards. Boom. Yeah, so that was the indicator that it was a good buy. Well, actually, I'm not going to flip this. I actually like Steuben glass since I have a few pieces already. So this will be part of my collection, or it's going into my collection. But yeah, just sometimes when you're thrifting, you sort of have to think outside the box. Anything that sort of catches your eye, pay attention to that. Like, is it something you rarely see, or is it an unusually nice quality, right? Like, this is pretty nice. It's called like a horseshoe bowl or something, because these look like horseshoes. And $5, that is dirt cheap. And there was no damage, no chips, stings, or whatnot. Perfect. So this was probably in someone's cabinet, maybe on someone's display table for many years. But there you have it. These are my interesting finds I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.